Welcome back to our channel FC Coins World. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln wheat penny, coins that are most valuable than you think. Don't spend one of them, you're lucky if you have one of these. So please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this top. We've got something that sure to capture the attention of collectors everywhere. The 1966 United States 1-cent coin. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny from the 1960s, but there's more to this little coin than meets the eye. Whether you're an experienced collector or just getting into the world of numismatics, this coin has a hidden value that might surprise you. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know just how much your 1966 penny could be worth. The 1966 1-cent coin is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which has featured the profile of President Abraham Lincoln since 1909. On the obverse, you'll find Lincoln's portrait, which is a design most collectors are familiar with. But when we talk about the 1966 penny, it's not just about the design. It's about what makes this coin unique, rare, and highly desirable. First, let's talk about the production of the 1966 penny. During the 1960s, the U.S. Mint was in the midst of dealing with some serious changes. Coin production was ramping up to meet the demands of a growing population, and with that there were occasional minting anomalies. The 1966 1-cent coin was minted in large quantities. But despite this, finding one in excellent condition today is not all that common. Condition is a huge factor in the value of a coin, and this is where the 1966 penny begins to show its potential. Because most of the coins produced during this time were used in everyday transactions, they've often experienced heavy wear and tear. That means that many 1966 pennies that you'll find in circulation are heavily worn and have lost much of their original detail. But here's the exciting part. Finding a 1966 penny in mint condition or uncirculated quality is a rarity, and if you happen to have one of these well-preserved pieces, it could be worth significantly more than just 1 cent. But the story doesn't end with the coin's condition. What really makes the 1966 penny stand out is its potential for minting errors. Minting errors are rare, mistakes that occur during the coin production process, and when they do happen, they can make an otherwise ordinary coin incredibly valuable. For the 1966 penny, one of the most sought-after errors is the double die error. The double die error occurs when a coin is struck twice by the same die, causing the design to be duplicated slightly or misaligned. This error can make a 1966 penny stand out, because the doubling of the features on the coin, such as Lincoln's features or the inscription, is often visible to the naked eye. If you happen to find a 1966 penny with a double die error, you're holding on to something special, as these coins can fetch a much higher price than their regular counterparts. Another error that can occur with the 1966 penny is a misaligned die. This happens when the die that strikes the coin isn't properly aligned, causing part of the design to be off-center. This could make the coin look unusual and different from the others, which is exactly what collectors are after. Misaligned diaries are rare and highly desirable, making any 1966 penny with this type of error worth more. Now let's talk about value. A typical 1966 penny in one condition is worth exactly 1 cent, just like any other penny. But if you're lucky enough to find a 1966 penny that's in exceptional condition, or even better, a coin with a minting error, you could be holding on to something incredibly valuable. As we've seen in recent auctions, well-preserved 1966 pennies can fetch upwards of $75,000. That's right, $75,000 for a single 1966 penny. It's truly incredible how something so small, so seemingly insignificant, can hold such immense value. Coins like these are perfect examples of why coin collecting is such an exciting hobby. You never know when a seemingly ordinary piece of change could turn into a treasure trove of value. S0. What should you do if you have a 1966 penny? First, check the condition. If it's in great shape with minimal wear and tear, you've already got something special. Then take a closer look for any minting errors. Inspect the design carefully. If you spot any signs of doubling or misalignment, you could be looking at a coin worth far more than just its face value. Top 3, we have an incredible story to share. So if you're a collector or just someone who loves learning about rare and valuable coins, you're going to want to stick around to the end of this video because we're about to dive deep into the details that make the 1963 penny so special. 1963 1-cent coin belongs to the iconic Lincoln series, featuring President Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse side. It's a design that's been etched into our collective memory since 1999. But what makes the 1963 version stand out? Well, this coin was minted during a period when the U.S. economy was rapidly changing. The country was in the midst of the post-World War II economic boom, and everyday life was bustling with energy. But as we all know, time has a way of making things rare, and when it comes to coins, rarity often equals value. Now, when we talk about the 1963 penny, it's important to understand that the majority of these coins were circulated in daily transactions. They've seen years of wear and tear, which means most of the pennies you come across today will show signs of use, scratches, discoloration, and faded details. But here's where it gets interesting. Finding a 1963 penny that's still in great condition is a rarity in itself. If you happen to stumble upon a 1963 penny that looks like it was freshly minted, you've got something special on your hands. Uncirculated coins, especially ones from years gone by, are highly sought after by collectors. But it's not just about finding a coin in good condition. Minting errors are another factor that can dramatically increase the value of a coin. Mint errors are mistakes that happen during the production process, and these errors can turn a regular penny into a valuable collector's item. In the case of the 1963 1-cent coin, certain minting mistakes make it even more valuable to collectors. Point. One of the most desirable errors to look for in the 1963 penny is the double die error. This happens when a coin is struck multiple times with the same die, resulting in a slight doubling of the design. For the 1963 penny, this could mean that you'll see doubled letters or features on Lincoln's portrait, or the inscriptions around the coin. These double strikes can make the coin stand out, and collectors love them because they're unique and rare. Another type of error to keep an eye out for is a misaligned die error. This happens when the die that strikes the coin isn't properly aligned, causing part of the design to be off-center. The result is a coin that looks slightly different from others, which is exactly what collectors are searching for. A 1963 penny with a misaligned die is a rare find, and it could be worth far more than its face value. Now, you may be wondering, what's the actual value of a 1963 penny? Well, if you have a standard 1963 penny that seems some circulation, its value will be just 1 cent. But for those lucky enough to find a 1963 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition or one with a minting error, the value can go through the roof. Believe it or not, a well-preserved 1963 penny, especially one with a rare minting error, has been known to sell for as much as $70,000. That's right, $70,000 for a single 1963 penny. Can you believe that? A small, seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a fortune, depending on its condition and any unique features it may have. It's a reminder that the world of coin collecting is full of hidden treasures, and every time you look through your change, you could be staring at a future gold mine, that is. So what should you do if you have a 1963 penny in your collection? Start by inspecting its condition carefully. If it looks like it was never used or has only minor wear, you're already on the right track. Then take a close look at the design to see if there are any signs of minting errors. Double die strikes or misaligned designs are both things that could make your coin incredibly valuable. If you found this video interesting and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an exciting new discovery. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. You never know what hidden treasures are out there, just waiting to be found in your spare change. Keep an eye out. You could be holding a piece of history worth far more than you think.